Hello everyone, intuitive and astrologer Lisa Salvatore here to talk to you about the Cancer new moon that we have taking place on June 25th. It's kind of challenging for me to record this video. I'm recording it today, June the 18th. I've already put out the first part of June forecast and also the second half with the solstice. I'll link those below. But today that I'm recording this video, it is the 18th, and there is so much uncertainty and chaos going on across the world. And I'm not going to sit here and, spiritually bypass that and just try to be really positive. But also, I feel like this new moon coming up, this Cancer new moon, can be very powerfully profound for us personally. So I wanted to come on here and I just want to quickly talk about why this is a significant new moon, or the significance of this particular new moon as it's happening in the sign of Cancer. Now, yes, every year we have a Cancer new moon, but every year we do not have a Cancer new moon aligned with Jupiter, the great benefic. Jupiter entered Cancer back on June 9th. And will remain in Cancer until the end of June of 2026. So it's 1 year of this Jupiter in Cancer transit. And Jupiter in Cancer is definitely one of the more positive transits of 2025. It's isolated, of course, but it is one of the brighter spots. And when we have a new moon, it's all about anchoring in the new, manifestations, focusing on abundance, sowing our seeds, and new beginnings. When it's a Cancer new moon, it's definitely going to feel emotional and heightened. We're going to be focusing on issues of nurturance and protection and emotional stability, or instability, depending on how that plays out, relationships, family dynamics, doing what makes us feel good and comforted, and doing away with what does not, or minimizing what does not. Jupiter has not been in Cancer for 12 years. Remember, Jupiter spends 1 year in each sign. So if you do have Jupiter in Cancer, you're experiencing your Jupiter return. But this is the first time that we have a new moon aligned with Jupiter in Cancer, where Jupiter is exalted. All of this to say, it's a very positive time for focusing on new beginnings. Everyone is feeling this. There's definitely an intensity to the air, to the energy, to the emotion, of course, collectively speaking and personally speaking. And then what's happening worldwide is absolutely having that ripple effect, because we are all energy, we are all sensitive beings, we all feel it, and we are all connected, no matter where we are in the world. This is a powerful time. It's a profound time with massive shifts and transformation left and right. And I hope that this video just helps you to focus a little bit more on the positive, because Jupiter in Cancer overall, personally speaking, as an isolated transit, can be very positive. It can be very beneficial. It wants to bless us. It wants to see us grow. It wants us to grow. And this is a fabulous new moon for focusing on the positive growth that can ensue when we focus our intent and our intention on the goodness that's already present and how we can build upon that. Right before we get to the new moon on June 24th, I want you to mark that date down. We are going to have the Jupiter Cazimi. This is the conjunction of Jupiter and the Sun. This is beautiful. This is radiant, or has the potential to be. It's also very expansive. So there's always a shadow side. And when we spend too much time in the sun, we can get burned. So there is, of course, naturally going to be some shade associated with this. But for manifestation, power of the mind, setting intentions, focusing on the good, generating more of that, being the good, this is a very supportive time. So you may want to actually set intentions around the Jupiter Cazimi. And to go one step further, look to the part of your birth chart that contains Cancer, as this will be not only where we have the Jupiter Cazimi, but also where the new moon in Cancer will take place. Real quick, linked below, I have a lot of supportive content. You can pull up your birth chart for free. You can also download a free guide through the houses of the birth chart. And there's a tutorial link there to show you how to identify this quickly if you're interested and you don't already know your placements. To make the most of the Cazimi magic, if you want to be even more technical, the Cazimi takes place at 3 degrees and 21 minutes of Cancer. And time-wise, it's the strongest between 10:57 a.m. and 11:22 a.m. Eastern time. So you can adjust that for your time zone. But that's when the Cazimi will be the strongest. But needless to say, it is in effect the 24th and then especially the 25th around the new moon. Here is the chart for the new moon in Cancer, taking place on June 25th at 6:32 a.m. Eastern Time. That's 3:32 a.m. Pacific and 11:32 a.m. UK time. Adjust for your time zone accordingly. This new moon takes place at 4 degrees and 7 minutes of Cancer. We can see here the sun and the moon are aligned. That's how we have a new moon. This new moon falls in the first third of Cancer, the first decan, so it's got very strong Cancerian roots, and roots is a word that is so strongly associated with the sign of Cancer. It's about our roots, it's about our home, it's about our lineage, it's about our emotional foundation, our physical foundation, our feelings. Cancer is a very feeling, receptive, intuitive sign. It is ruled by the moon rules the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing, such as the moods of Cancer energy. That's why Cancers are known to be a little crabby or moody. But the symbol for Cancer is the crab, and the crab has that hard shell, but they've got that gooey center. They're soft on the inside. This energy can feel a little bit like that as well. This is a fabulous new moon to set intentions with. It is aligned with Jupiter, right up here at 3 degrees and 32 minutes of Cancer at the time of this new moon. But we have to be careful what we wish for, because we just might get it all, and then some we don't want, as the song goes. And I have to pull focus onto asteroid chaos, which is aligned with Jupiter and also with this new moon. I talked about this a lot during the solstice reading. Chaos is literally what it sounds like. Jupiter can exacerbate and inflame already existing situations for better or worse. And around a new moon, it can really amplify feelings of or longing for a place to call home, to come back to our emotional center. And that could create a little bit of inner chaos. And then naturally, we're experiencing a lot of outer chaos. So just paying really close attention and paying homage to all of your emotions as they come up for you is extremely important around this time, especially and even the yucky stuff. The tarot card associated with this new moon, with this deacon of Cancer, is the Two of Cups, which does show a really nice energy of compatibility, simpatico, communication, collaboration, heartfelt and heart-centered communications. And there's an important reminder that we cannot have intimacy and closeness without first acknowledging what might be standing in the way of that. We've got Uranus up here at the 29th degree of Taurus, rocking and rolling. Seismic activity is increased, will continue to be increased, unfortunately. Electronic and technological glitches, a lot having to do with the aviation industry in terms of glitches and delays, outright cancellations. It's just really important to remain cognizant at all times and to trust your gut, to steer you toward where you need to be and to steer you away from where you do not need to be. This new moon also is a very strong reminder to tap in and trust your own inner compass, your intuition. Uranus at the 29th degree of Taurus is making a sextile to Mercury in Cancer. Flashes of insight, grounded intuitive impressions, innovative solutions to existing emotional situations and or challenges. With Mercury and Uranus like this, I would definitely keep your dream journal handy. The symbolism is really strong, ramped up. It could feel confusing at times, but there are messages coming in, and especially through the animal kingdom, the animals. A few challenging things going on here is that we've got Saturn up here at 1 degree of Aries, aligned with Neptune at 2 degrees of Aries. And Saturn and Neptune are making a square to this new moon and to Jupiter and to chaos. That's tense, that's heated, that's frictional. This is playing out all over the world. So again, I just want to stress to pay very close attention to everything that you're feeling and experiencing, and not to question when your body or your soul tells you yes, no, maybe so. Mars is now in Virgo, 4 degrees of Virgo, and this is actually really nice because Mars has spent quite a bit of time in crankier, more combative positions over the last 8 months. We've had Mars going through Cancer and Leo, including a Mars retrograde, from September basically through June 17th, when Mars entered Virgo. And Mars in Virgo is strategic action, it's precision. It's calculated, it's hardworking, and it's much more geared towards service for the better. It's about cleaning it up, mind, body, spirit, but having a plan and being grounded while we do it. Mars is supporting this new moon. It's in an exact sextile. We really like that. With thought out action, when we think things through, when we get organized, when we make a plan, when we're thinking about the outcome but not trying to control it, that's where we can see the most growth. Precision meets intuition. Mars is making an inconjunct over here to Pluto. Mars at 4 of Virgo, Pluto at 3 of Aquarius. And then Pluto is making an inconjunct back to Jupiter and the new moon. And as mentioned, Mars is sextiling the new moon, which brings in a yod, a finger of fate or a finger of God. And it definitely feels like we are living through times right now where everything feels like it's supercharged underneath. There's so much more going on than our physical vessel can comprehend. Everyone is feeling it. And through this, there's the power of transformation. Well, how do we transform? We transform through chaos and we transform through crisis. And that doesn't have to be on a larger scale. But this is how we transform. Pluto is asking us all to get in touch with our personal power and to use that personal power to connect. Connection is a big important word here. Connection is a very important word here and theme. Connecting to each other, connecting to the collective. Get off the devices. Meet in person. Come together for a common cause. Yes, it takes some adjusting, Pluto in conjunct the new moon, but it's worth it. That's where the deep transformation and renewal occurs. It's born through transmuting pain, and it's about remembering to have sympathy for all, including and especially for yourself. There's a lot of good here, but we also have to watch out for being disillusioned, for disenchantment, and for deceit. But Saturn so close to Neptune here is definitely bringing forth that reality check, and Mars and Virgo will also support that. However, Mars is making it in conjunct to Saturn and Neptune, so there could be a little bit of a blind spot. So it's also important to take our time, and if it doesn't seem right to take action, you wait. Pluto's also supporting Saturn and Neptune. We've got Venus at 19 degrees of Taurus. Venus is supporting the nodes. We're likely going to be hearing a lot about the financial institutions, financial market around this time of the new moon. So pay attention so that you know where to invest properly. This could be very good for personal finances as long as you're paying attention and you're trusting your intuition and you're not overdoing it, or as my grandmother would say, throwing the baby out with the bathwater, because there is that reminder here with Jupiter. We can tend to go too big, and Jupiter is aligned with chaos. So we do not want chaos to ensue for acting too hastily. This is a fabulous new moon if there's any kind of writing project, anything having to do with publishing or real estate, also travel, because we're dealing with Jupiter, long distance travel. It's good to focus on these areas. And again, because Mars is really motivating us, it's fabulous for strategizing. So even if you can't do it now, it's great for manifesting, for making your plan, for setting your vision, setting your sights higher. So overall, yes, there's tension present here, but it's a fabulous new moon to set intentions. It's a fabulous new moon to focus on what you'd like to grow. And if you want to go one step further, really focus on that Cancer area of your chart, as Jupiter is going to be blessing that part of your chart for the next year. Another big theme, not just around this new moon, but it's been here and it's definitely going to be enhanced. It is enhanced right now and will really feel heightened and powerful around the new moon, is we're all reflecting back on our past. We're all reflecting back, even in some cases, on our childhood, to old patterns, our family dynamics, our ancestry, our lineage, good, bad, or indifferent. It's different for everyone. It's about what we consider family, what that means to us, the power of that. It's about the way we treat others and the way we would like to be treated and the way we might allow ourselves to be treated that might not be fair, the way we might have allowed ourselves to be gaslit by an institution or a person, relationship, etc. A lot of that is coming up to the forefront. A lot of that is coming up to the surface, and it's causing a lot of friction, both inside and externally. So if you're finding that you're particularly sensitive right now to a specific situation in your life that's always been there, but it feels like it's becoming much more pronounced and it might even be playing out in more than one relationship or more than one area, it's really important, like I always say, to go in there with the energetic scalpel, little pick, and get to the bottom of that to see what this is trying to show you, because there's still some layer of your own personal healing that it would be beneficial for you to go through. We grow through what we go through. This new moon is all about reclaiming your power, reclaiming your soul, your essence. It's about soul-centered action and reclaiming and honoring your own radiance. Now let's talk about where this new moon is going to fall for you by your rising sign. I always suggest you follow your rising sign first, as it will be the most accurate using the Placidus house system. You can, of course, follow your sun sign and also your moon sign if you know it, but I suggest following the rising sign first. And again, I cover more of this in my tutorial video linked in the description box below. You have every sign in your birth chart. I just want to stress that this is definitely the new moon that you want to use to set your sights higher, to create your vision for the future, manifestation. In fact, this is a spectacular new moon to do a vision board, even if you have never done one before, even and especially if you have never done one before. We are still coming off and are under the energies of the solstice, which is such a powerful portal of energy for manifestation, renewal, regeneration, release, and growth. If you have not listened to the solstice reading, please go ahead and do so. It's linked below in the description box. But right in accordance with this new moon, this is such a great energy for positive manifestation and movement forward by focusing on the Cancer area of your chart and of your life. Not only because of this Cancer new moon, which is literally a once in however many years event, with this support of Jupiter, the benefactor, in its exaltation in Cancer. Translation, it's fabulous. It's not a new moon that we're going to have again for a really, really long time. And because Jupiter just entered Cancer back on June 9th, the Jupiter part of your birth chart, of your life, is getting this dose of Jupiterian goodness, has the potential to do so. So we have the support, the extra support, the spring in our step. So anything that we really focus on, the word intent is in intention. We have to be very intentional when we are manifesting, when we are setting intentions. So I just want to stress the goodness of this new moon. And with everything else going on around, we have to focus on the good that we can find, the glimmers of hope and possibility, and this is one of those strong ones. So get manifesting. For Aries, this new moon energy, this Jupiter in Cancer energy, is going to pull a lot of focus onto your most personal foundations, your personal life, your emotional health and well-being, your family and family dynamics, your home life, the interpersonal, the interconnectedness of all. How would you like your personal life to look and feel over the coming months, years, etc.? You may find yourself feeling deeply emotional, and you're being supported to really go into that emotional landscape, even if at times it feels challenging. You might find that family dynamics are featuring strongly. You're clearing a lot of karma, ancestral karma even. A lot might be coming up from the past for you to sift through. It can feel unnerving in some cases, but just remember that this is leading you towards growth and prosperity as long as you move through it gracefully, not hastily. This is a fabulous new moon for setting intentions. If you're looking into doing anything with real estate, buying a home, selling a home, remodeling, redecorating, even if there's some delays, it's still strongly positive for you. This is about setting up your personal foundations to support the person that you are today and the person that you continue to grow into. It's also about supporting your family, those that you hold close and dear, your tribe, whether that's family of origin or family of choice or both. So set those intentions. Taurus, this new moon and Jupiter in Cancer are setting off a cycle that all has to do with your communication, your expression, your community, your networks. How are you living your everyday life? Are you feeling connected to that? A lot of you might find that your throat has been scratchier than normal. Maybe you're having some trouble swallowing. This is your throat chakra getting ready to be rewired. The more and more that you speak your truth, the more and more that you use your voice authentically and in your power, the more doors open up for you. And this new moon is a powerful portal of possibility for your truest self-expression. You can also find that family, such as siblings, cousins, even neighbors, colleagues, they all feature strongly under this energy. Improving communications in all of these areas does as well. If you'd like to travel more, especially locally, this is a really great new moon for setting intentions towards that. Putting any message, any type of messaging out into the world, out into the universe is also strongly supported. If you want to start writing, if you want to start a podcast, broadcasting, networking, communication, luck is on your side in these areas. Happy manifesting. Gemini, how is your financial health? Jupiter is looking to bless you and support you financially, but you must also step forward and do the work. If you're spending too much, you're going to be reevaluating that. If you've been too frugal and you want to actually purchase some things for yourself for the betterment of your life, of your soul, you're going to want to do that. Maybe you're looking into investments, real estate. You're very strongly supported when it comes to your finances with this Jupiter through Cancer transit moving through your second house of money and values. This is also about your self-esteem, about feeling empowered, relationships as well. All of these areas are receiving the blessings of Jupiter. So set some intentions here. Cancer, this is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous for growth on all levels. Your emotional health, your physical health, your spiritual health, the way you're received by the world, what you're putting out into the world, how you want to be known. The world is your oyster right now. Speaking of oyster, it's really powerful for you to be utilizing the element of water throughout this transit. Listening to the sounds of water will be very cleansing and very healing for you. Clearing your energy through salt baths, Epsom salt baths, Dead Sea salt baths, water healing, sound healing that features water, all of it. Very powerfully cleansing for you. You are so supported with this transit. Any improvements that you want to make, you have a lot of luck on your side here. A lot of gusto, a lot of pep in your step. Get ready for powerfully supportive alliances to enter your life, unsupportive situations to exit your life. All are going to be very powerful under these energies, so set your intentions. This is a very powerful time for Cancers, especially Cancer rising. Leo, who are you when the lights are off? Who are you behind the scenes? This new moon is going to likely highlight for you where you may need to take a beat, take a break, do some more spiritual soul searching, but all with a positive outcome. This is all about growth and regeneration and rejuvenation of your spirit. You're being asked to go into the basement of certain situations, to dwell there for a little while, and to retrieve what's been long lost. I'm speaking metaphorically here, but this is about doing some serious soul searching. You are so supported to do this right now, to work with the spiritual realms, to tap more into your own inner divine wisdom and divine knowing, to feel more spiritually aligned. This will likely feel like a much more internal time for you where you're doing a lot of internal work, and your intuition is going to be highlighted. It's not going to steer you wrong. You just have to tune in and trust it. So if you're looking to tune more into self and to sharpen your intuition, this is a fabulous transit for you to do that. Virgo, this new moon is kicking off a cycle where you're going to be feeling much more pulled into and passionate about groups that you're a part of, causes that you're passionate about, especially if it involves animals, charity work. This is also a strong cycle for friendship for you, both near and far. You could find that you're getting a boost in all of these areas, that wonderful new friends are coming into your life, and friendships that are not working for you are just going to sort of dissipate, fall away, with or without your participation. As long as you're keeping the focus on the good and what's the most healthy for you and for others, the doors will continue to open and they'll also continue to close. This is a fabulous time for you for networking, especially as it pertains to your career, for gathering with others for a common cause. I just keep feeling strongly that animals feature here for our Virgos. You're also being supported for any type of digital work, online marketing, coding, apps, etc., and coming together with others to help the collective, all featured very strongly for you. Libra, you might find around this new moon that your public life is under the microscope. And if not publicly, it's definitely under the microscope for you. How are you utilizing your energy every day? What is your career like if you have one? Your position, your vocation, your lot in life. Are you happy with that? Are you proud about the way that you are putting your energy out into the world, what you're creating? This is the time to manifest. This is the time to open doors. This is the time to trust your contacts, to trust those that can help to move you forward. You could find a guru or a benefactor appears in your life at this time, some sort of a mentor, stronger support system to help you professionally, publicly. If you've wanted to start writing a book or furthering something, furthering a project that you've already begun, this is a great time to manifest. This is a great time to set intentions. You may feel a little bit of pressure and or pushback, but that will be coming to you from the outside. As long as you're focusing on the inside, you're definitely being supported here. Stay confident and stay truthful and all will be well. Any legal matters that could come up for you or might be around you at the moment are also receiving the blessing from Jupiter. Just remain in your authenticity and your integrity. Scorpio, expansion on all fronts is extremely supported around this new moon and carrying you forward with the Jupiter through Cancer transit. If there's been a trip you've been wanting to go on, even if you can't go yet, you're going to feel like it's going to be time to plan it, to manifest it, put that trip on your vision board, make it happen. It will happen. You have the support of Jupiter, expansive. Any new projects you're beginning, new courses of study, new positions at work, etc., all very supported right now. Any kind of publishing or editing, reading, writing, communication, all of that's got a boost here. So set some intentions in these areas. You can also find that a new guru of sorts or teacher or mentor shows up in your life, or you in fact might become that to another. All very spiritually rewarding. Sagittarius, psychologically speaking, Jupiter is encouraging you to go deep within, go deep down to the soul, and don't be afraid to dig. Your intuition is going to be expanding. Your connection to spirit is going to be expanding. Jupiter is supporting you in all of these areas, behind the scenes areas of life. That which we wish to keep private, that what we do in private. This is also beneficial for your finances, especially any investments. This is a strong money time for you, Sagittarius, but invest wisely. Jupiter is supporting you here not only around this new moon, but it is setting off a 1-year cycle. You're being encouraged to take risks, but take risks wisely. Also, as far as intimacy is concerned, this is a powerful time for you with the deepest, most intimate parts of yourself, but also relationships. Don't be afraid to dive deep. Jupiter is supporting you. And this new moon will be highlighting this for you. Capricorn, the quality of your relationships, the way that you interact with others in your life, others of all kinds, all relationships, personal, professional, friendships, all of it. Jupiter is here to shine the flashlight onto how all of this feels for you. You can find that more supportive contacts and associations are entering your reality at this time or over the next year. Any legal matters are being supported. Jupiter is very karmic, so as long as we're doing the right thing and acting out of integrity, you can pretty much expect a boost in all relationships and relationship dynamics throughout this transit for you, even if recognition and release is a part of that. You may find that you're getting pressured from certain relationships in your life, certain contacts, certain associations to do things a certain way or to be a certain way. So there could be some pushback, but ultimately it's for the betterment of all. Aquarius. This new moon and Jupiter through Cancer transit is kicking off a cycle for you in regards to your health, your physical health and well-being, your spiritual health and well-being, your emotional health and well-being. Everything that is not aligning, that is not contributing towards your greater good of your soul each and every single day is being supported as you try to evolve, as you try to elevate higher, as you try to get rid of what is not serving you. This is a great time for you to begin new routines, to structure your everyday reality, to be more constructive for you so that you feel happier and more fulfilled each and every single day. Jupiter is supporting you here. Anything, again, having to do with your physical health, mental health, all of it. This is also powerful if you're looking for a new job, so use this transit wisely. Pisces, this new moon is kicking off a fabulous creative transit for you. Jupiter will also be moving through this part of your chart for the better part of 1 full year. It is supporting you spiritually, creatively, financially, all of it. This is the time to really make sure that everything that you're working on is gratifying for you, that you're connecting to your inner child, that you're finding joy. This is also a wonderful time if you've got anything going on with children in your life, your own inner child. If you're looking to have a child, to expand your family, this is a very strong, creative, fertile time for you on all fronts. You're going to be feeling like your creativity is at an all-time high, and that's going to increase as we move along throughout the next year. So enjoy it. Set your intentions and set your sights higher. Create passionately, create spiritually. You've got it all. And there you have all 12 signs. Happy new moon. Create those vision boards. Focus your intentions on that which you desire. Set your sights higher. Anything is possible. Believe in magic. That's what Jupiter in Cancer is all about. Protect, nurture, and care for yourself and one another. As we do that, we raise the vibration of the collective, and that is what we need right now more than ever. Happy new moon, and I'll be back soon. You can find all of my information linked below and also by visiting my website, lisasalvatore.com.